um, we've spoken now about young people in the workplace and the mentorship that they can receive there. And I think from Lance's experience, we've spoken about young people in education and in institutes. But a question that's come through on Facebook is, what about young people who are not in post-school education institutions? How do they receive information and the support that we're talking about? What are some solutions we can think about for that demographic of youth, which, if we're honest, is a large proportion of the young people in South Africa? I see Jared nodding, so maybe I'll just bounce it straight at you, Jared.
Yeah, I'm really glad that someone asked that question, because we had the exact same concern. Because, as you said, Crystal, the truth is that the individuals in South Africa that need the most help are the ones that don't have access to the resources through an education institution or through an employer network. And unfortunately, those are the groups of individuals that are getting left behind at the most rapid rate. So I think there are a number of different solutions that could be implemented to try address this. The one that we have done is launch this Trusted Mentor Network, which really does two things. So first of all, the Trusted Mentor Network is open to all youth, regardless of whether or not you're enrolled in an education institution or in employment. And essentially, it relies on crowdsourced intelligence. So we have gone to our own network of employers and educators and said there are 8.2 million youth right now who are not in education or employment, who are currently economically inactive. Someone needs to help them understand the steps that they can take or the skills that they can acquire to help them take that next step so they can support themselves and their families and their communities and society. And we've relied on them. So we now have a network of people in marketing and HR and finance and education who are now imparting their knowledge, as we've said, through these different mediums, either by writing a blog post or doing a Q&A session or sitting in a webinar. And we are then uploading this to the Trusted Interns platform and making it accessible to anyone. So unfortunately, right now, the only real barrier for anyone to access this content is the data barrier, which is a conversation that we've had before. But at the moment, that is our one effort to try to democratize mentorship in some sort of way. But as I said, I'm sure there's 100 different ways, and I'm sure Julio has ideas, I'm sure Lawrence has ideas, I'm sure you have ideas. And again, it's about us having these conversations so we can start building them and ultimately taking everyone forward.